Confirmation of acting EFCC boss suffers a setback at National Assembly as lawmakers finally give their verdict. It's a no to Magu's confirmation. The 2017 budget presentation by President Muhammadu Buhari to the National Assembly awakens calls for a review of the Constitution. What role does the third tier of government, that's the local government, play in the politics and development of Nigeria? That's our focus on the program. Many thanks for joining us tonight on Politics Today live on Channels Television. Don't forget you can also join us on Facebook to watch this program live. And you can also get on the YouTube channel, and that's youtube.com/channelsweb to watch this program. Let's begin the show tonight with the federal lawmakers in the Senate who have rejected the confirmation of the acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Mr. Ibrahim Magu. After a closed-door session, Senate spokesman Aliyu Abdullahi Sabi says, based on security reports, the Senate cannot proceed to confirm the acting EFCC chairman Ibrahim Magu. Recall, this is the second time the acting EFCC boss will be appearing before the Senate in the hopes of being confirmed as the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. The Senate president has this to say.
The Senate, in a closed session, deliberated on issues bordering on the workings of the Senate in particular and National Assembly in general. The Senate also deliberated on the screening of the nominees of the EFCC as it relates to the security report on them. Following the security report on the EFCC chairman, the Senate decided not to confirm the chairman and communicate him to Mr. President. The Senate also decided to refer other nominees to the Anti-Corruption Committee for screening, since there was no adverse security on them. Is this a true reflection of what transpired in closed session?
So after that, the acting EFCC chairman was seen hurriedly leaving the National Assembly complex, and it is not yet clear at this point what the president's reaction to this second rejection of Magu's confirmation will be. In the meantime, the Senate president went ahead to welcome and swear in 3 lawmakers from Rivers State. Senators Magnus Abe, George Sakibo, and Osinakachuku Ideozu emerged winners in a highly contested and violent senatorial election in Rivers State. Now, many believe the Constitution of Nigeria must be amended to divide the responsibilities of the government into federal, state, and local council jurisdiction. Looking at the president yesterday during his presentation of the budget, so many Nigerians have been talking about so many of these issues. They think that some of those things highlighted from that budget should have fallen within the purview of the council. So proponents of this school of thought also suggest it should provide for the possibility of the state governments to delegate some of its responsibilities to one or more local governments. If you look at what we have, the 3 tiers of government, that's the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. Well, we'll come back and look at all of that. If you look at what is there on your screen, you look at the responsibilities of the federal government amongst many others. They have the federal police in the military and defense, criminal law, unemployment, social programs, postal service, census and population commissions, copyrights, trade regulations. Moving on to others, you get to see that even external affairs, relations, money and central banking, transportation, as well as citizenship affairs. Well, joining us to look at these and many more this evening is Liboros Oshoma. He's a legal practitioner. Good to have you join us.
My pleasure, Sulai.
And I'm quite sure so many other lawyers and concerned Nigerians. I recall then it was on Sunrise Daily, our other breakfast program here on Channels Television, that the senior advocate of Nigeria, Robert Clark, did say that perhaps we should go back to the very first test of our democracy, which he feels is better than our presidential system of government. But looking at what we have now, the Constitution, which you have a copy right in front of you, is something that many Nigerians think that we must look at when we talk about grassroots governance.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I agree with the learned Sikh then, and I still agree with him now. I have often said that what we have, what we call the Federal Republic of Nigeria, can best be described as one big local government. Because if you notice, even people at the local level, you hear we are calling on the president to come to our aid, we're calling on the president to come to our aid. You know, it's all about the president here, never about the local government chairman or the state governor. You know, hardly, in few cases, when it has to do with roads, that's when they call on the, you know, local, the state governor. Because all governance is local. Same way all politics is local. And so the only way you can take governance to the people at the local is through the local government administration. But what you have in the Constitution here, if you look at the whole gamut of the Constitution from apart from section 7 of the Constitution, where local government is made mention of, guaranteeing a democratically elected local government administration, and then also the fact that the local government system, the state, empowering the State House of Assembly to make laws for the finance and administration of local government. In every other section apart from the 4th schedule, there is no mention of local government. And so you find out that while section 7 is only dedicated to local government, from section, if you now go down to from sections 47 all the way to sections 129, it talks about legislative houses of the state and the federal. And then you go to section 130 all the way to sections